escaping from back control from the choking side. So as I already explained, there's always a lot more options from the underhook side than there is on the choking side, but it's not to say that there aren't any options over that side. The first thing that we want to look at is trying to get out of a bad position before we get into it, okay? So this is what we're going to look at now. Once Kim has established his grips, it kind of limits our options, okay? So we want to try and deal with it a little bit earlier, and so we're going to look at the scenario where before Kim has started establishing the seatbelt grip. So the most important thing that I need to do when I know that Kim is behind me is to protect myself, okay, and to stop him from being able to maintain control of my shoulders. So what I want to do when I know he's behind me is to cross my hands off, bring my elbows tight, and keep my hands facing on the outside. So I don't want to do like this, I want to do like this. So if the hand does come through, it's easy for me to catch and connect. So if Kim tried to bring his arms together at this stage, it makes it much more difficult for him to do so. So looking at it one more time, so he has the hooks in place. My hands are crossing over. As he starts to come over to connect, I'm going to control his wrist. I'm going to use this to push his arm away. Okay, once I get to this position, I'm going to bring 2 on 1. I'm going to slide my body down, and I'm going to bring the hand up over my head. I'm going to bring it across the body, look here. I'm going to bring it into that little gap between my shoulder and my head on the opposite side. This gives me an opening on this side to get my chest, my back off of his chest, okay? So at the moment, while my chest is still connected to his back, there's still a chance of Kim being able to maintain control. So what I want to do, similarly to what we do on the other side, is I'm going to step my foot and I'm going to walk towards this side to allow my back to hit the floor. So the biggest advantage I've got from this position is the fact that I've got control of his body as well here. Because I've got control of his arm, what I'm going to aim to do is my far side arm is going to control his wrist, and I'm going to bring it across the body. Okay, and as I do this, I'm going to post my elbow to the floor in towards the hips, not over to the head, but in towards the hips. I'm going to use this to start turning in and getting on top. So now I've gone from being in back control to being in Kim's guard.